What's up, guys? It's your girl Vanessa Lou. How you? Okay, so different scenery. We in the car. Don't mind my phone because it will shift because I think my thing is falling apart. Anyway, so I am doing some errands and then I'll probably do some deliveries today. I just left getting an oil change. My appointment was at 9 o'clock. I also need to pick up, I ordered a bike for my son at Walmart. I'm going to go pick that up because yesterday was his birthday and he just turned 8. He turned 8, so he's an 8-year-old. Well, obviously, girl. Then I have to run back home because I have to walk my dog and feed her because I did not do either one. And I know, what are you looking at? Mr. Officer, sir.
Girl, you definitely just ran the stop sign. That's why he was looking at you like that. He was trying to figure out if he should bust a U and pull you over, but you know, do your thing, carry on.
Okay, anyway, so I really hate coming to Walmart because it is just too darn congested. It just be congested. People just be all over the darn place trying to hurry up and get they great value stuff. Don't back up, Miss Ma'am. But yeah, so I'm kind of happy today because I saved a whole lot of money. It don't even say here, but so I've never used Groupon before, and I found a coupon or whatever you want to call it on a voucher. I guess that's what the app was calling it, to get this oil change. And I feel like I've been getting robbed for real because all my life I've been paying $70 plus to $115 for oil changes at different locations. And I get to this place and I only need to spend $40. Now, mind you, I did have the Groupon thing. I guess it said original price was like $100. But then the guy told me that they're regular $57. And then he gave me another coupon for $45. So I'm going to keep going here until it's no longer that. Okay? You know, because we got to save coinage. Because your girl needs some coinage, okay? And in the meantime, we got to save the coinage that we have. So yeah, I just put in the Walmart parking space. So let me call them so they can bring my bicycle so I can take that home and do what I do when I do. I'm trying to, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to invite y'all into my world a little bit more because, you know, it doesn't seem quite fair that when I get on here, I'm using my judgment skills, you know, and I know that's probably my strongest skill set in a positive way. I like to think it's a positive thing. But, you know, I think it also helps that people also get some kind of insight to your world so they know you just not out here blowing smoke, you know, and then it challenges you to follow the same advice or opinion or rules or ideas that you're spewing out to the world that, okay, well, you know, they do it too. And that's also a challenge with myself. It's so easy to, you know, give your opinion and advice in the name of helping in the name of helping someone to better themselves. And at the end of the day, they're the ones that have to, you know, actually do the work or what have you. You can't, you know, your heart and intentions may be in the right place, but theirs have to align with who they are. But anyway, you can't fake the funk. You can't force what ain't there, and that's just what it is, you know. Because even if you do fake the funk or force what ain't there for a long time, eventually it does come crumbling down. That foundation is not sturdy, so is what it's gonna do. That was my tower moment. For those of y'all that know a little bit about tarot, that was the tower card. That was it falling. You know, sometimes I record videos, to be honest, and they don't even make it to the interwebs because I'm very critical and judgmental of my own work, that if it's not to a certain standard, then I don't put it out. And then it's like, well, why not produce it in that standard? Because I don't have that skill. I'm just high maintenance and bougie, and I like perfection. So I haven't quite mastered that either. So anyway, yeah. So I see y'all in a little bit. After I got my son's bike, what did I do? Oh, I got gas. Went home, walked my dog, fed my dog, and then I was chilling. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna go outside. I'm just gonna hang in. But even when I'm like at home, chilling, whatever the case is, I sometimes keep my delivery apps open just so I can see if there's anything good that pops up, any good offers or whatever. So honey, I was getting cozy to take a nap because I am a little tired because I've been up since like 6 this morning, and I see a delivery for $30 to pick up at Walgreens, and the person wants like 5 or 6 things, whatever the case is. However, I do have to drive quite a bit to deliver. Oh, I'm leaning, honey. I do have to what I'm saying, I do have to drive a little ways to deliver the items. However, I don't mind. It's not the drive that bothers me when doing these delivery items. I love the drive because I like going on the scenic route, you know, even if it's just straight country roads, whatever the case is. I don't mind that. The issue is me doing that and then I'm not seeing any pay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to drive I don't know, 20 miles just for $10, $15. I would rather drive and I'm seeing, you know, 20 plus dollars. And on top of the fact, I don't have to drive that far to actually get to the store. The store was literally by my house, which is better, and less items. So that means less travel time to the location, less time spent in the store, and then the rest of my time is being utilized on the road. It's like it feels like easy money to me. So anyway, I'm about to go in here. I think they wanted like some cough drops, Lysol, some nasal medicine or something like that, and basically like the stuff you get when you have a cold. Okay, so anyway, I'm about to run in here, and then I'm going to come back when I'm finished or en route, and we can chop it up there. Okay, so I am in the store getting the last items on this person's list, which are some wet wipes. However, these are not the scent that they want, so I am waiting for her to text me back and let me know if this one works, because if not, then we gotta come up with something. I do have everything else that she has requested. Let me show you guys here. Lysol wipes, Clorox wipes, some Quest chips, little snacks, cough drops, some medicine here, nasal congestion, some crackers here, Lysol, more crackers, you know, whatever. So yeah, we're just waiting because these are the last items on there, and then I can go. I was getting nervous because at first some of this stuff is out of stock, so luckily she responds back, and I could go ahead and get, you know, what it is that they had available. She wasn't too picky on substitutes. So, yeah. I'm just waiting. So let me see if she responded back, and then I'll come back on. I hate when people trying to call me and I be trying to record. Like, I'm trying to work on something here. Like, find you something else to do. Text it. Anyway, so I spent a little bit too long in the store. I mean, not that long, but I feel like sometimes when you do Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, those little pharmacy stores, at least from my experience, it seems like a easy boom, 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 you know, should be there. But a lot of times you get in there, there's certain things, especially if they're popular things, like certain cough drops or maybe things that aren't like high demand, tend to not actually be there or be low in stock. And then sometimes that kind of slows the process, you know. So sometimes you gotta, I mean, you don't gotta do anything but try, I guess, and then just whatever happens, happen. But they do make, at least in my case, make me a little cautious, because I'm like, all right, I would hate to be wasting time in this store and they not have what it is that I came here for, especially when it's only a small list. Okay, so luckily, you know, they had pretty much everything, given the fact that the quantity wasn't quite where it should have been. When I mean quantity, I mean like if they wanted 2 of something, they didn't have the 2, so you got the 1 or whatever the case is. Anyway, I was able to basically get everything on her list, and she never responded back to the wet ones. However, I did make an attempt to, you know, communicate, hey, they don't have, would this one be okay, and send a picture. If you don't respond, you're going to get what I give, and then if you don't like that, then you need to take that up with the customer service line, and then customer service do whatever it is that they do, either reimburse you or whatever the case is, and then maybe you just came up on some free stuff, or whatever the case was. But when you're doing these deliveries, always communicate with the people so that it's to cover your butt. Again, I've never had a situation where, you know, and God forbid, I hope I never get to have to experience where people are saying that they either, I've had issues where people say they didn't get something, but that was more so on me. It may have rolled out the bag, whatever the case is. Now I actually check and make sure that the things are still in the bag. But before, when I first started out, I would just grab and go, and I'm like, it's just, you know, then I used to tie the bag, you know, I would just grab and go and expect that it should still be in the bag. So, all her stuff is in one bag, and it's in the front seat, and again, I always double check. But yeah, she didn't respond, but the point is, always, make sure your butt is covered, and when you're doing these deliveries and stuff, that way can't nobody say you ain't say or do whatever it is that they're saying that you didn't say or whatever do, because then they can go back to the transcripts and say, hey, well, so and so communicated to you at such and such time, did you not see the message? You know, this is a service where communication is required to some extent. This is not Amazon and everything is not in stock, and you know, you could just kind of leave it and go. You need to communicate if there's the things that you really want, or the customer needs to put on their item list that these replacements are acceptable, and if not, or there's an option to make a little note, if my backup isn't available, then, you know, go ahead and refund or use your best judgment, please and thank you, you know. But don't get mad at your delivery person if you're not communicating the proper things. Anyway, that's all I gotta say, being on this side of the spectrum. And I've also been on the side of receiving, and I'm more so understanding and lenient, but I also be judging them, because I'm like, I do great delivery, you know, service, customer service. I go above and beyond, and I know there are some people that just really only doing it for the coins, because, you know, they're They just trying to do it for the coins. They just gonna grab it. If it ain't sitting in their face, then they're not going to grab it. They'll act like they didn't see it, and they're gonna keep on going. And that's just the way some people operate. My phone talking about it was hot. Oh, it cut off the GPS, so I don't know where I'm going. Anyway, I mean, for the most part, it's a straight shot. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all that this drive is a good hour away. Again, I'm a little bummed out that it is an hour, but that explains why the pay is what it is, given the fact that you got to drive an hour. And the person, I don't even think they tipped. And if they did, it was much of nothing. Which also makes me think, like, when people put these orders in, or maybe it's more so for the customer, maybe more so for the company itself. Again, right now I'm doing Instacart. For my area, I live in a predominantly rural area. I live more in the suburban area, and then you go a couple feet and now you're in the rural area. As you can see in the background, it's nothing but land and trees and a couple houses here and there. Okay, so my question is, do you have these people that 9 times out of 10 live in a rural area, or the next big little town over, or a little city or whatever that's over, and they're putting an order in, and either why is it picking up a store in a whole different zip code, area code, within a far radius, for things to be delivered to? Shouldn't it be just within what's surrounding, for convenience purposes? Because I know there's no way in heck that the person I'm delivering to would have drove where I'm coming from to get these items. There's a whole bunch of other stores that they would have passed just to get it. So I'm trying to understand where how is the algorithms or the system designed? Like, how does it determine, is it because even when you're shopping, let's say you put in a search bar, I'm looking for Lysol wipes or whatever, and all the places that come up that has Lysol wipes, you click on it, and then, you start to formulate your grocery list. But it's like, why is it pulling from stores that aren't in the vicinity of the person? Or is it that these stores are the ones that are participating, so this is, who we have to do it from? I don't know, those are questions that I kind of want to know. How does it determine who's what? Because also, here's another thing. Where I live, I can't, for instance, a Wegmans or something like that. I can't order, and I haven't checked in a while, but last I checked, I could not order from Wegmans to have it delivered to my home. However, somebody that is double the distance from Wegmans, I have delivered, shop Wegmans and then delivered to them, and they live further than I do so why don't I have the access to that Wegmans, but somebody that's further away from me has the access to that Wegmans through the app? I need that to make sense. But yeah. Anyway, so let me switch back onto my GPS, because I don't know where I'm going, and I do not have time to be going in the wrong directions, and because I still have to pick up my kids in a couple hours from school, so I want to be there on time to get them and deliver these groceries and get back home. So I will check in with you guys in a couple minutes. Okay, y'all, so I just delivered the goods, and now I'm on the way. I had to deliver it to a dealership. She was a service rep or a sales rep or something like that, I don't know. So now I am on the way back to my side of the town. I have never delivered to this area. Up until a certain point, I was quite familiar with where I was, and then here is quite foreign to me. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to check in. And they did short my pay, about 60 cents. And I want to say that's because one of the items was not available. So I guess, I don't know how Instacart exactly gauges how the payout is, distributed, or how they calculate it. But yeah, it's 60 cents. I wish that I could have, but they didn't have it, so that's, they didn't have the little bag of protein chips or something like that, so I can't change that. Anyhow, I don't even know how long it's going to take me to get back to the side of town, but my calculations, I should get back on my side of town around 2:20 something, and right now it's like 1:30-ish, something like that. 'Cause it's like an hour away. So, but the only thing about this trip or this commute is that right now I just reached 2-lane highway kind of situation. And then somewhere along the line, it goes to 1. And I'm a lead-foot speed demon, especially when I'm trying to get somewhere. So, that time kind of changes when you have people in front of you who have nothing else to do. Or, they're taking their time because they are not exactly in a rush to get anywhere, but I am. So trying to maneuver around those kind of people, and then everybody that needs to, make a turn or so. Then yeah, that's, what I gotta move around. It's a lot of people out, and then on top of that, school's about to let out for like high schoolers or something like that, middle schoolers, I don't know. I just got elementary school age kids, and so I think at some point I'm going to come across school buses, and that's going to be a holdup because got to get the babies off the schoolhouse bus. So I think either way, even if that takes up a couple minutes of the time, that I should still be good, because I have to get to my kids by like 3:15, 3:40. I'm getting them a little early today because I have to pick up something, but not that early, just early enough where I'm in and out before like the actual school buses come, and the parents who pick their kids up as like in the cars, the car line. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, and then I will check back in when something, amazing happens. Sorry.
Well, that's all, folks.